Have you ever stopped to think about how some of nature's tiniest creatures pull off the most incredible feats of navigation? Well, today we're diving into how they're inspiring a technological revolution, one that could completely change how we find our way around the world. It's an amazing story that starts with a little bird and ends with some of the most advanced physics you can imagine. I mean, really think about it. You've got these tiny birds like the European robin, and every single year they fly thousands of miles over oceans and mountains they've never seen before, and they do it with absolute pinpoint accuracy. They don't have a map, they don't have a satellite link, no GPS. So, how on earth do they do it? Well, the secret isn't just biology. Turns out the answer is way stranger, and it's buried deep in the fascinating and kind of weird world of quantum mechanics. Okay, so let's get into it. For decades, scientists were just blown away by this. They figured out that birds were using the Earth's magnetic field, but the how, that was a huge mystery. It was almost like they had a secret sixth sense. And that sense actually has a name. It's called magnetoreception. It's basically a built-in biological compass. But it's not like a magnet pulling on them. It's an ability to actually perceive the planet's magnetic field. And the key to all of this is happening right inside the bird's eye. And this is where we get to the quantum secret. The mechanism that lets a bird literally see magnetic fields, it's probably one of the most incredible examples of quantum biology in the entire animal kingdom. It's something called the radical pair mechanism. Now, this is going to sound like science fiction, but it happens every single day. So sunlight comes into the bird's eye, it hits a special protein, and bam, it creates a pair of molecules with electrons that are quantumly linked together. Now, the Earth's magnetic field, as weak as it is, actually affects how long these electrons stay linked. This changes the chemistry, and it creates a visual pattern that gets layered right on top of the bird's normal vision. So they are literally seeing the magnetic field, like a filter on the world. Incredible. And get this isn't some clunky system. It is exquisitely sensitive. In fact, scientists have shown that even weak electromagnetic noise, the kind we generate all over our cities, can completely throw off a bird's ability to navigate. That just proves how delicate this quantum process really is. And look, this isn't just some wild theory. A major study in 2022 confirmed it. It found that quantum coherence, that special state of those linked electrons, is the actual resource that makes this whole compass work. Nature figured out how to use quantum physics for navigation millions of years before we even knew what an atom was. So nature's compass is elegant, it's robust, but what about ours? Our modern equivalent has a really serious problem. We have built our entire world on a system that is, well, fundamentally fragile. Think about it. GPS relies on these incredibly faint signals sent from satellites thousands of miles away. And those signals, they can be jammed pretty easily, they can be spoofed with fake information, or the whole system can just go down. A bird's compass, though, is totally self-contained. It reads the signals the Earth itself is giving off. You can't jam that. And this is not some future what-if scenario. It is happening right now. GPS denial is a huge problem, affecting more than 1,000 commercial flights every single day. That creates a massive risk for both safety and, just getting things where they need to go. On the folks on the front lines, they know it. A recent survey showed that 70% of commercial pilots have very high or even extreme concern about these GPS denial events. I mean, when the system you depend on can just vanish at any second, that is a huge problem. So it makes you wonder, right? What if we could build a compass that works like a bird's? What if, instead of relying on those fragile signals from space, we could just read the map that the Earth itself is providing? Well, that's exactly what's starting to happen. Meet Ironstone Opal. It's a whole new class of navigation tech that uses the exact same fundamental principle as that bird's compass. It's what's called a quantum-assured navigation system. So instead of a protein, it uses atoms that are cooled down to just fractions of a degree above absolute zero. At those temperatures, they become perfect quantum sensors. They can detect the tiniest little changes in the Earth's magnetic and even its gravitational fields. It's like having a planetary-scale fingerprint scanner. You can create a super reliable map just from the ground up, with no external signal needed at all. And the performance? It's not just a little better. It's staggering. Compared to even the best, most expensive GPS backup systems we use today, this quantum approach is over 100 times better. That's not just a step forward. That is a massive, massive leap. And the implications here are just huge. I mean, imagine a world where a self-driving car never loses its signal in a tunnel, where emergency crews can navigate inside a collapsed building or underground, where our entire automated world has a rock-solid backup for when GPS fails. We're talking about a new layer of absolute certainty for navigation. So the quantum advantage is pretty clear, right? It can't be jammed or spoofed. And because it's totally passive, it's just listening, not broadcasting, it's also completely undetectable. Plus, it works anywhere, on land, in the air, even at sea, where GPS can be really unreliable. It just works.
And this isn't some lab experiment. This technology is real, and it's so groundbreaking that Time magazine actually named it one of the best inventions of the year.
So I think the big takeaway is this. By looking deep into the eye of a simple migratory bird and really understanding the quantum physics that guide it, we are on the verge of solving one of modern technology's biggest and most dangerous challenges.
It just goes to show you that sometimes the most futuristic solutions have been flying right over our heads the whole time. And it really makes you wonder, what other incredible secrets is nature just waiting for us to discover?